Welcome to Beat the Drop, episode 7, I think. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another week of Beat the Drop. And I am so not looking forward to this one at all. But I'm neutral, thank God. Thank God. There's a few smiling faces in the panel, a few depressed ones, and John. Hope you guys are well in the chats. Get those likes and make sure you subscribe to all the channels. All the links are in the description below. We got a lot to cover off. By the way, Jimmy's jerking off somewhere on his own stream now that Hecking Bottom is out. So he's pulled out very late, literally pulled out very late to this one. So congratulations, Jimmy. You got your dream. And is it Wilder back, boys? Is that Statman John? You know these things. Is it Wilder back?
He's heavily linked. I don't know whether it's been confirmed or not.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. Is that an upgrade or a downgrade? I think he's just as bad, man.
Well, I mean, this will be Wilder's job to, or Wilder's chance to finally complete that season from a few years ago and actually take Sheffield United down. So this is
because they are going down, aren't they? No matter who they bring in, they are going down. So
yeah.
Are we all in agreement on one thing, that Sheffield United are down? Is there anyone on the panel who's not in agreement? Jase, you TikToking again?
No, I'm just doing a B-roll, sorry.
Multitasking.
Let's be fair.
All right, let's kick this off. Let's start with the beef from last week, the dick measuring contest that was going on between Rich and Jase. Jase, you were well cocky about this one, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Revenge, being called out, and all this happened. I jumped into your stream. You were 1-0 up. You'd already, started calling Rich out, doing impressions of me, swinging it around. And then Palace, the team that can't score goals, went to your toilet bowl and secured a point. What the hell happened?
All I want to say is well done to Rich. Well done. Well done, Palace. Well done. What is this? What is this? What is this? What have you got on here?
It was my reference to an absolutely boring game of football. I've just woken up.
No, I thought it was your blankie because you were all upset.
I thought he was going to draw a painting or something. I don't know.
That's what I thought as well. I was like, what is this? Art attack or something, yeah? What is this?
Rich, is that your shower hat? What is that?
No, it's the worst shower hat.
It's yours, Rich. Don't lie. Don't lie. No, listen, right. Well done to Rich. It was the most boringest game I've ever watched in my life.
It was crap, wasn't it?
It's so boring.
You might know better.
Football that West Ham play is boring. And it's Moyes' fault. It's fucking Moyes' fault. It is. This shitty football that he's playing, and it's not working. I'm not being funny, right? No offense to Palace. No offense to Rich. But we should be beating Palace. They're a rundown team. They've got barely any players. Injuries galore. And we couldn't even handle it. What the hell's going on with this team? What is going on with West Ham? Piss poor. Piss poor from West Ham. We are European champions. We're up there, basically, with the gods. And we let ourselves down against a pissy team like Palace. That's all I'm saying. That's all I've got to say. We were shit. We were shit. And we let off Palace. We did. We let them off. We did. It made me sick to see the stats of West Ham. It was just shocking. Absolute shocking. Moyes, you're I'm this close to just giving up on you. I'm giving up. I'm done with it. I'm fed up with it. I'm bored of it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Are you Moyes out, Jase?
I'm close. I'm close. I'm close.
You
You know what?
pussy,
To be
say it.
honest, I'm probably Moyes out now. I am Moyes out. I
Are
can't
you
stand it
ninth in
anymore.
the league?
I
Are you
can't- I
ninth?
hate it. I hate it. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. I can't watch this football anymore. It just it kills me to watch it. It kills me.
My brother, we know how you feel.
West Ham won.
Rich, you gonna take that crap from him, cussing down Palace like that, saying they should have comfortably beat you, that you're terrible, half a team.
Rich was agreeing with it when we was on his show. It was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose." He was pretty much said that he was gonna lose.
I actually thought we were going to lose. I said we've got no chance. I did agree it was going to be a very boring game of football, and it was.
It was
Oh
boring.
my
It
God.
was terrible.
How
It was
bad
terrible.
was it? That I generally fell asleep watching the game. It was so poor. On that note, though, I'll tell you what, I'm actually ticked off we didn't win. Like West Ham offered
They
nothing.
had the more chances, didn't you, Rich? You
West Ham
had more
offered
chances.
nothing. Yeah, we did. You know what? Mohamed Kudus is incredible, by the way. Such a good player. Outside of that, and hold on, bear in mind, this was with a centre back in centre mid.
Oh.
See, the Cooper effect happened again, where he's playing players out of position. This is why I don't want Cooper, by the way. So stop putting that in the chat.
You all need to take him, Rich. That's a lot of.
We had Will Hughes in the 10. Will Hughes playing 10. He even had the cheek to bring on Gyro Wiedeveld. Like, how bad?
Wait, isn't Gyro that thing in the post office?
Yes. How we are so bad at the moment, and that
I'm not being
I saw
funny.
this-
I'm not. Sorry, go on.
Go on, Jase.
I just want to say, like, I know I'm above all of you lot in this league, like, beat the drop, right? I know we're better than all of you lot, right? It's true. But, like, it's just, I can't stand Moyes in this football. I really cannot stand. And then there's rumours going around that we might be getting Forest's fucking manager. What's that all
Good,
about?
please take.
He's brilliant, man. You'd love him. You'd love
Why
him.
the hell would we go for that crap?
He gets it.
You two
What the
be
hell is
fighting
that
it
all
out.
about? What is this crap that's been coming out as well? It's all bollocks.
Please take him.
It's all lies.
Because
Get in Xabi Alonso, mate. Get him into West Ham.
Like
that
you
man
have a
in.
chance of getting him.
Steve Cooper.
Oh, please. We are high standards. We are. We're European bloody champions, right? European champions.
just as long
And
as
Moyes
he's not on
got to go. He's got to
our
go. Sorry.
take
he's
him.
got to go.
Take him,
Just-
please,
just-
Chase. Take him. Like I'll take a Kieran McKenna or someone like that. But yeah,
No,
take him.
sorry. One of you two's having Steve Cooper. Just get used to it.
No, thank you.
Seriously, boys, both of you. Question to both Jase and Rich, because you're saying your Moyes out, Jase, and Rich, you cried about being Hodgson out last week. Yeah,
I'm still on.
Would
Yeah,
neither of you take a manager coming from a two-time European winning team, a person who gets nothing?
Is he the two-time winning European manager? No, he's Steve.
He's a two-time winning away from home in a year and a half.
Oh, that's a wonderful stat. That is.
He's
that's brilliant,
rubbish.
that is.
He is terrible. How much
you
have you spent? 400 million.
Even the opposing fans are turning on him. They all loved him before.
Yes, let him stay where he's at. We don't want him.
Mate,
Well,
Jase,
no,
why would you not want him,
can't
Jase?
stand- I can't stand Palace. I cannot stand. They're that sort of team. And I said this to Rich.
That you can't
they will
beat.
take a point off of us.
That you
They'll
can't
take a
beat.
point, and they did it.
It's a team you can't beat. Just admit it, Jase. It's a team you can't beat.
How dare you say that? Because
I'm
we
just
will
saying.
beat. I'm telling you now. The away game. The next one. When is the next one? We are beating you. I'm guaranteeing you.
Oh,
we are
look,
beating you.
he's back. He's back.
Are you
I'm
putting
sure
a
you
bet on that
said
one,
that
Jace?
before.
Guaranteeing you, Rich. I'm guaranteeing you we're gonna piss and beat that.
You guaranteed last year.
No, he guaranteed
Yeah,
last
I'm
week.
sure we did.
Yeah.
At some point.
Actually, he was very humble when on our preview. Very
I was
humble.
humble. It was because I just knew it was going to happen. I knew that it was going. I knew because of shitty Moyes football. I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, but Royball's not any
If we had a top manager, we'd be with the players that we've got, we'd be beating the shit out of you. You'd be done.
I mean, you know what I must say about West Ham Football Club? How many assists do West Ham players have for Palace goals? It's absolutely incredible. Antonio's got 2.
Errors.
What's that centre back?
Errors. The defensive errors that we are. It hurts me.
I hate that FA Cup draw, by the way.
We'll come on to that.
What's his name? Mavropanos? I can't pronounce his name, but
Mavropanos.
Yeah. I mean, Eddie should have scored just before that anyway, when he decided to miss his diving header.
Exactly. You had all the chances. We had 0 chances.
I think by the 37th minute, there was
you
one
had all the bloody chances. We made Palace look good. We made Palace look good. That's how bad we was.
Oh, respect us, please.
Not respecting you.
We're better than you. That's all it is. 37th minute, I think, although you were winning 1-0, you had 1 touch in the opposition box. One touch in the box. And I mean, Sam Johnston should have saved it anyway. You know?
It's a joke. I'm just getting the stats up here. Hold on. Let me quick get the stats up.
Well, you're getting the stats up. John, what was your take on this game? Was it as shit as they're making it out? I didn't see it live. I don't know if you caught it.
Bournemouth were playing. I was why? What the fuck?
That's why I'm asking you. Why would you watch Bournemouth?
I was able to watch an entertaining draw. Crystal Palace West Ham is one of the last games on the Premier League fixture list that I am likely to tune into. One very defensive team overly that doesn't really work as well as it can.
I think both games last season were very entertaining, to be fair.
What, West Ham Palace?
Yeah.
What were those games then?
2-1 and 4-3.
Or 4-3.
Fair enough. But just like if you gave me a list of fixtures and I saw Crystal Palace West Ham, I'm going, nah, I'll do something else. But you know, that one, from the sounds of things, was one of the most boring games of the year. So I'm pretty glad I didn't watch it.
It was terrible.
I'm not gonna lie, I just caught the highlights of it and I nearly fell asleep in the highlights. And Mike, did you see any of the highlights for this one? Because they put me off.
I didn't. So I watched some of the game. I was quite fortunate that our team had played the day before the later kickoff. So I watched quite a lot of the football on Sunday, just flicking through different games, some really good games of football. The big thing for me was the fact that, is it David Moyes now has 12 points from winning positions this season or something alarming like that. I've seen it's astounding. Palace didn't look fantastic, but it's easy for me to say because those two, although they're fighting it out, Everton have actually beaten both of those away from home this season. So if ever you're gonna make a formula to go and beat an away side, it's you get what we do and you do that. So look, there's lessons to be learned from both you guys there. Just watch more Everton and you'll be fine. You'll be fine, lads. Don't worry. And look, West Ham aren't going to get relegated anytime soon, but they're not better than Everton. So look, it is what it is.
Look, Jase, listen. I know you're talking about the return fixture. Listen, we had a midfield of Richards, Hughes, and Lerma. Two defensive midfielders and a centre back in midfield. Our front three of Edouard, Ayew, and Elise. Where's the creativity coming from?
Sounding ideal for Cooper.
We came out of your gaff with a point and should have had more.
I know, Rich, you're going to act like this is a win for you because
it is a massive win.
Well done.
And if we could somehow get 3 points on Wednesday, then we've done all right. Because the fixtures after that, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble.
I've got to be honest with you guys. I've not seen the West Ham Palace match. Why would I want to?
Don't watch it.
I don't think you're going to after what they've said either, right?
But nevertheless, I dispute your claim of it being the most boring match ever, because I claim that right for what we had to put up with the day before. And after watching that load of shit, the last thing I wanted to watch was a match between Crystal Palace and West Ham. With all due respect, I'd already had my fill of boring shit, crap defensive football. Thank you very much.
Are all our teams just boring?
No.
Bournemouth look good. 2-2. Villa.
I hate to say it, John. Your boys, that 24 dude. I can never say his name. What's his name again?
Antoine Semenyo.
Mate, he looks class, man. I hate to admit. I said it to you the other week.
Name because Steve Parish, you prick.
Yeah, you Crystal.
Yeah,
how many times he brought up now that you were in for him?
How much was he?
I think it was 9 million.
Yeah,
at the end.
Vieira was crying for him at the time.
Yeah. I mean, he joined, I think I mentioned last week, he joined in January and he was injured for basically the entire second half of the season. But so far this year, I mean, he's got 2 goals and an assist in his last 4 starts. He was all of our best attacks really came down that side. And so he's just a player that can go either way. Really strong shot, good finish. Isn't perfect. He made a mistake, which then Aston Villa compounded by making a mistake of their own for our first goal. But yeah, we've just got players that are sort of starting to hit form. The combinations are working. It's a settled side now. We basically haven't made change outside of injuries for the last sort of 4 matches. And it's good. 10 points out of the last 15. And we've played Man City, Villa and Newcastle in those 5. So yeah, things that form starting to hit. We're already up level with Forest now on points, just behind on goal difference, thanks to getting
just
smashed.
Behind on goal difference. You're way behind on goal difference, mate.
Thanks to getting smashed against Arsenal and City. But, you know, we're the ones in form.
Were you disappointed in a way that you drew? Because it was quite
certainly disappointed to an extent, because, you know, we were in front for most of the game. We were the better side for a large chunk of the game. And, I mean, the funny thing is that they made a change.
Sorry, Crypto
Emery made a triple change to bring on Cash. I can't remember the name of their left back. Their better left back. God,
just killed Rich.
The Spanish one, and Diaby makes that change on about 70 minutes, and they don't do a thing for the rest of the match until right at the end there. The first time Diaby actually is able to square up Mepham, who's a centre-back playing out of position on the left-back, he gives him far too much room, puts in a decent cross, and I don't know whether you've seen Watkins' header. It's absolutely outrageous header. You've just got to hold your hand up on that one because the defender's all over him, and he still managed to arc his neck about a foot behind his pack and somehow guide it into the far corner. Absolutely unbelievable goal from Watkins. Just such a shame that was basically the only thing Watkins did all game, and he scored from it, and we lost 2 points. But I mean, yeah, Aston Villa are a really good side this season. So to get a point from them is a great result.
I get that, man. Beating Aston Villa at home isn't for everyone.
Yeah, I was going to say, before you get too excited, we're shit. We beat Villa 2-0. So.
Villa aren't great away from home, are they?
What was the NFFC FFN is asking? What was the City Bournemouth score? I genuinely can't remember it.
Yeah, it was 6-1 to City at theirs.
Okay, fair enough.
No shame in that.
One better than we did last year.
I tell you, it's something that, because I don't think we dwelt on it when that game happened. I would argue that was our best performance overall that we've ever produced against City, and it's the worst defeat that we've ever had against them. I really do think that was arguably the best performance we've ever had against City. Their XG was below 2, and they were just so clinical. They absolutely smashed us, and they put 6 past us. So we just every chance they got, they put away, and it's just one of those. So we'll just see what happens next round. But you know, we play Palace next. And then we play Man United after that. So 2 very interesting away games to just 6 points. Absolutely. No.
Rich, you worried about this new upsurged Bournemouth?
Just worried about everything.
We've gone into matches against Crystal Palace with all kinds of positivity over the years, and we suck every single time we play against Palace. Palace is our biggest bogey team, without a doubt. We just, every single time, doesn't matter whether it's home or away, we never put in a performance against them. There was that one classic from a few years back from the last game of the season, which was 5-3, which was ridiculous. Yeah. But mostly we just don't turn up against Palace. So I'm just hoping things turn around this time, because from the sounds of things, we don't need to play that well to be able to get something from Selhurst Park.
No.
Yeah,
we
no disagreement.
We don't have the attacking threat at the moment. Losing Neze's killed us completely. And Roy doesn't seem to trust like either França or Ahamada. He's saying, "Oh, they're young players. I don't want to put them in the firing line." No, you're just an old dinosaur who likes playing only the players that you know. So it's a bit annoying. So we lack creativity. It's weird me actually saying I wish Jeffrey Schlupp comes back for Wednesday. Jeffrey Schlupp.
You hate
him. Whoa, hold on, wait a minute. Are you all right, Rich? Are you okay?
But if it's not him, it will be Will Hughes in the 10. It doesn't work.
I'd see that, the albino man. Who would want him there, the sheep shagger?
Because Roy's not going to play Ahamada or França. He's not. So the best out of the bad bunch is going to have to be Jeffrey Schlupp in the 10.
In the 10?
Yes.
Wow. Things have gone horrendously wrong at Palace.
This is why we Roy out. Roy out. Thank you.
Cooper in, Roy out. Yeah.
No.
Warren, thank you so much for the £2, bud. Really appreciate it. If there's any burning questions you guys need to get into the guys, hit those super chats up. Don't forget as well to hit that like button. There's over 200 of you in here and only 48 likes. Get those likes up, please. Jase, what are your thoughts, mate, on Bournemouth? Are you seeing a resurgence here, or do you just not care?
I really don't care about Bournemouth. I'm sorry.
What a surprise.
I seriously could not give a shit about Bournemouth. Like, you're going to get relegated anyway. So
I mean, he's already lost a point. He's already lost points against us so far this season. So.
Oh, please.
It's a fact.
You're over.
You're done. Have you looked at who we're trying to beat further down the table?
All I have to say, I do like your striker. And I hope West Ham.
Yeah, I know you put in a 40 million bid for him in the summer.
Yes, I do.
Jase, do you even know his name?
Is it Solanke?
Solanke, yeah.
Close.
I do like him. He's a good little player. Give him to us. Come to a team. Come to the European champions. Bournemouth.
Wait, John, you put 40 million on him?
No, we put more than that on him.
Really?
For Solanke?
Yeah.
It might be worth that to you guys, but I can't see him being worth that to anybody else.
Well, if that's the thing, is that he's settled here. He's signed 2 or 3 contract extensions since we brought him in. He clearly likes it here. He's now playing the best of his career. There's no reason. There's no reason to let him go.
You're really going to enjoy.
We turned down 40 million in the summer.
Wow.
So we clearly want more than 40 for him. So
that's astonishing.
Yeah, Solanke.
Was that
fucking hell, £40 million. They're trying to get the Jordan High money back.
I was feeling that, Mike, but I thought I must be missing something. That's what I was feeling. But I thought
£40 million.
How many goals has he got?
If Anthony was worth, what was it, 90 million?
Oh no, he can't use that.
You can
worth that. So am I.
Yeah.
So it's literally there is no scale anymore. If Anthony cost 90 million from Ajax, there is no scale. You can't use that.
I thought you were talking about Gordon for a second there. You could have used that one maybe.
I
40 million
that as well, to be fair. But...
Jono 48 mil.
You know, John, just by that logic, you've given us hope that we can get rid of Mateta for more than 10 million. I'm all for it.
We can get rid of Chris Wood. No, we can't.
No. Don't go too far.
Too far.
You know what, John? That's your argument. If Chris Wood is 19 million, then Solanke.
You're right. Solanke's worth 60 at least.
Didn't I use... Wait a minute. I have a feeling this is the exact argument I used a little while ago when we were talking in one of the first beat the drops this season. I'm fairly certain this came up when I said we turned down 40 million from West Ham, and all I had to do was mention Chris Wood, and there you go, conversation over. We'll just move on, shall we?
Yeah, you got to
do it. Let's bring in the smug prick. He was very polite on our call-in show the other night. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the same politeness from him tonight. Go on, Mike. Have your moment in the sun, mate. How did you find the game?
I'm used to it now, Wolfie. I'm used to it. You know, we beat Jase, we beat Rich, and now we beat you and Anne. I mean, it happens. It's only a matter of time before we go and get John, and we beat John.
You've already beaten us. What are you talking about? You've literally already beaten us.
This season.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
It was 3-0. It was the first.
We did. I forgot.
Yeah. It's the first game you scored won by more than a goal at home in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
You see John at the stadium? He was there.
I did see him.
Oh yeah, you passed by me.
Yeah, you were on the vlog, weren't you? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember. Look, I'm sorry. I forget these things because I'm so used to winning now. So, look, first and foremost, let's just end all of this, this Cooper in, Cooper out stuff. First of all, Forest have got some fantastic fans. That they were brilliant. And look, and I know the atmosphere was a bit up and down because, no disrespect.
It was shit, yeah.
Yeah, you would have expected to beat Everton and you didn't. But the fact of the matter is, we played all right. We had a chance off the line. We had one that went close as well. I think the fair argument is to talk about the penalty. I could definitely see it being given. I mean, it's difficult now with VAR, whether it is or it isn't, but I could have seen it as a penalty and I would have had no qualms if it was given as a penalty. But I think we just got to move on, boys. From a Forest perspective, you just got to move on. And Everton, we've just got to continue to just get the wins where we can, which is away from home, because we can't win at home unless we play Bournemouth, and then we can.
Yep, that's the only way it's going to happen. But yeah, basically.
Well, from my point of view, the first thing I'd like to do is address an agenda against our club that's not being discussed, and that agenda is from both TNT and Sky Sports. Don't you think it's suspicious that they keep putting our matches on live, exposing how shit and boring we are to the rest of the world, so we're subject to ridicule from other fans? All right?
It's
something not like this. Stop putting us on fucking television. We're crap. We're boring. And I'm sick of people telling us because I know. All right? Okay. That's that.
We borrow your pink card.
Those European titles don't mean shit. Yes. That's exactly what we've been telling you.
Secondly, the whole game, the whole match on Saturday was a farce from the beginning. You know what? I don't know if you guys are aware, we have an anthem, Mull of Kintyre. Every single match before the game, they play Mull of Kintyre and the fans join in and it's raucous and the ground shakes. Fuckers forgot to put it on. Right? I'm not a good start. Then we're kicking the wrong way in the first half.
That annoyed me.
Never happened.
Who won the toss? Was that a Dyche move?
But we never ever kicked towards Trent in first half. Right, down to the match itself. It was poor. It was a poor game. I was actually surprised on watching the highlights how many decent chances we had. I don't know how, because we were rubbish. And Everton deserved to win 100%. As for the penalty, it was 100% a penalty. I don't give a shit. Good luck to Everton. If we'd have scored that penalty and it had been 1-0 Forest or 1-0, it'd be like putting a plaster on a sticking plaster on a broken leg. You know what I mean? It means nothing. Us winning, beating Everton. No, I'm not saying it's because it's Everton, but us beating, a smaller club at home, it means nothing, right? So we need to get a manager in that can utilize the players we've got. Mike, we were talking to Mike and John before the game, and I picked out one particular player for him to watch out for, and that was Murillo. And I think that Mike was quite impressed with Murillo. He ain't staying long, I can tell you that. He's off to bigger and better things.
He's just to chip in there, he's a sensational centre half. He absolutely epitomises what your chairman wants to do. I'm not saying the manager, your chairman. He's He's big, he's solid, he's strong, he's commanding, he's got sensational feet, he's quick, he can beat people, he can deliver a cross. I don't think there's a position that bloke probably couldn't play. He really, really impressed me, to be honest, as a centre-half. I just think you've got to... Your trouble is, as you've just alluded to, Ant, it's going to be keeping him. It's going to be keeping him because you can see him playing European football, can't you? You know, you can.
Can you remember on your stream I said that he will play for Real Madrid or Man City? And there's a few little sniggers from you and John. I don't blame you because you didn't know him, but honestly, mate, he plays as good or better than that every game. He is. Oh,
who's better?
You know what?
Or
Before we bought him, he'd played 13 games for Corinthians. So big up to our recruitment staff on that one. 13 games for Corinthians. That's all he'd played. And he looks, That was the only bright spark in the entire match as a Forest fan. That clearance off the line. Just sensational.
Yeah, but Mike, who's better, him or your boy Brainway?
As of right now?
Yeah.
Marilla.
Wow.
But the ceiling for Branthwaite is higher, so it's...
Oh no! No. Listen, I don't know much about your guy.
Whatever, I can't say the prick's name.
What I would concede, Mike, because I've not seen your guy play on a regular basis, I will concede that he may have a ceiling equal to. I can't believe any young player in that position has got a higher ceiling than Murillo. So I'll concede that he may have an equally high, but not higher. No,
I think the problem is we're always, and we had this debate, didn't we? We're always going to be biased to our own club's players, but
football fans.
There's no doubt Morello as an overall package has more currently. Defensively, Branthwaite is very, very good, but he hasn't got a step over and a frigging shot.
See Murillo's passing, right?
Yeah.
Ask Rich if he remembers what Murillo did on a run against Crystal Palace. The whole country was up about it. Do you remember that, Rich?
No, it was a very good run. Obviously, he'll be disappointed with the end product.
Yeah, he had just ran 80 yards past 9 players.
Yeah, and Mark Gay said, "All right, hold my beer," and had to go in the second half.
But
that was the only decent performance for Forest, as far as I'm concerned. I thought
the other one was Sangara. Sangara. It's quite fitting, and without sounding horrible, that we scored within a minute of him going off. There was absolutely. It was the worst substitution he could have made at the time, bringing him off. And I know he might have been tired and whatever, but having a 50% Sangare was better than him not being on the pitch.
You know what, Mike? I'm really glad you see it, because a lot of Forest fans are saying, "Oh, Sangare is not as good as what Sangare." I said, "Look, the guy doesn't speak English. He's coming to a brand new, much better league. Is foreign. He's French, so." I think he's French anyway. He speaks French.
Ivory Coast.
So, he's coming to a new Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, is it? Côte d'Ivoire. He's coming to a new country. Give the guy he's getting better and better. Give him a break. Let him settle in a little bit. And he didn't play last week against Brighton, and we missed him. We missed him. So, I think there's a lot of potential for Sangare. I really do.
Yeah, I agree. So that's my take.
One more thing, Mike. A few words for our boy Joe. It's Joe.
Jimmy.
Joe Garner.
Jimmy was
Joe
unreal.
Garner was a long time ago. Jimmy Garner.
Yeah. Jimmy Garner was unreal.
Yeah, well, Jimmy was man of the match for Everton. I think he was the Premier League man of the match as well. I think he was given the award. It was his best all-complete performance for Everton. It was quite fitting of his mentality that he achieved that against a team that I genuinely believe he loves Forest. I genuinely do. He speaks very passionately about them. So it was great to see. I think we did miss Anana as well. So I think Garner Gay starting instead of Anana was a bit of a blow for us. And obviously we didn't have Calvert-Lewin. So it was a big game for Jimmy, because he had to step up and he had to go and deliver. And he did, we could rely on him. So Yeah, real credit to Jimmy.
He always delivers at the City ground, mate.
Yeah, well, to be honest, he hasn't let us down, but he's a young lad. You can't put too much pressure on these kids. That's why it's always a difficult one. But yeah, he delivered. He was brilliant, mate. He was really good.
On the other side, that Beto doesn't get any better, does he?
He was shit.
Yeah, the problem is with Beto is he came from a league where it was 1 in 3 for goals. Udinese, he scored 10 goals in 30 games. He's coming to the Premier League, kind of expecting that he would challenge Calvert-Lewin, and you can just clearly see that he isn't up to that level. Now, whether it's because he's not getting those minutes or whether it's because he's not good enough,
that was a bad miss, though.
That chance he had, he should have scored that.
He should have scored, absolutely. Should have scored.
Watching your highlights now. Yeah, he should have scored that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the penalty that wasn't given yet, Jase?
I just saw that.
Honestly, I'm not bothered about that.
I tell you the one thing as well, just while I'm thinking about it, not that it really matters, but I thought Felipe was a lucky boy. I thought Felipe was a lucky boy.
Yeah. I said to the lads I sit with, on the one where one of your guys was through, I said, that could have been a red on its own, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, he should have had 2. But well, we love him, mate. We love him. That's his first game this season.
That was a great goal from McNeil.
Great goal.
Defending by Aurier.
Although Aurier decides again to duck under the ball and getting the goal his way. Second time, get him out. Not good enough. Finish with him.
Is he done? Do you think? Sure. Is he done?
You know what, Jase? Last season he was superb, absolutely superb. We were all amazed. We were amazed at how good he was. This season, man,
he's just
stinks the place out.
I think
he
that
gave
kind
the
of
ball away so many times.
Really?
He ducks out of things.
Yeah, it kind of happened to him at Tottenham as well, didn't it? He kind of dropped down.
Yeah.
Because I got to say, I'm a big fan of Nico Williams, of young Nico Williams. And I was surprised. Admittedly, he was injured for a chunk of last season, but basically, Aurier got in, and Williams couldn't get any game time. Before we signed Aarons, I was interested in hoping the ball.
I like Nico Williams, but he's a wing back. He's not a full back.
Yeah,
that's true. A back 4.
That's true.
That's the issue.
Mm.
Also, Jono broke his jaw, so then the injury picked up. All right, guys. So what do we move into?
As well, by the way,
huh?
That was a fantastic save from number 40. Whoever that is.
Murillo, yeah.
Number 4. That's Murillo. That's Murillo.
Yeah.
That's the guy we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Why are you calling him Oreo? Seriously. Anyway, I want to move on just to a slightly different section. So we've all had over a quarter of the season gone through, and the January window is about to become upon us in a couple of weeks.
Don't start it. We're not signing anyone. I'm just getting
it, Rich. I'm coming to you first, sweetheart. What does each club need? Everyone in the chat, whatever team you support, let me know what you think you need in a club. And if you've got a name, so much the better. But Rich, we're kicking it off with you, matey, because you're the biggest moaner about this.
I thought you were going to ask him, who do you think Cooper will want in the January window for Palace?
Hey, he can take Joe Worrell with him.
He'll take Chris Wood and Joe Worrell.
He loves
and
then he can unite the IU brothers.
You were sensible, Ant. I really did. I thought Wolfie was the clown, but I'm starting to change my mind.
We're desperate to get rid, mate. You know what I mean?
If Cooper comes, you could unite the IU brothers. There's one thing you could do. I'll give you a little helping start. Yeah. But what do you want in Palace, man?
You can have Chris Ward and Shelby to keep him company.
What do we need? Was that the question?
Yeah.
We need a striker, a left winger, a centre mid, a right back, and a cover left back.
And a manager.
Yeah. That's top of the list.
Have you got any names in mind for what you want?
I'm just going to go by like the rumoured name. So Ekitike from PSG, he was like linked with us.
Get him on loan. I think you could get him on loan.
Try and get him on loan, yeah. He was linked with us like towards the back end of the summer window. It was a complete mess. Basically, PSG wanted him to go to Frankfurt because they were getting Kolo Muani. and they wanted to try and make their money back. He didn't want to go to Frankfurt, and their window closed at 5 p.m. So he tried to force a move to us like late in the window, and PSG said, "All right, we want 35 million." And we were like, "What?" and that went. So since then he's not. I don't think he's played a game of football. So hopefully we get him on loan. I don't think we are linked with a left winger, but there has been rumours of is it Jack Clark from Sunderland?
That man, John.
I think that's right. I think it's Jack Clark. Yeah.
And then we've had no word of a right back, shock, or a left back, shock.
Would you take Wan-Bissaka back?
Absolutely.
Really?
We have Joe Ward and Klein.
Yeah, I would.
You're asking me if I want Aaron Wan-Bissaka back.
He can't cross the ball to save his life.
Yeah, but he's
a fullback. He can defend. That's for sure.
He can defend. So it's fine. And we need to snap. We need to swap Aaron Wan-Bissaka up quick because apparently West Ham want him as well. So.
Really? Is there anyone? Oh, is he frozen or is it me? Oh, he looks ugly there, doesn't it? Have I frozen? Okay, I'm back. Rich, is there anyone you want to get rid of?
Where do I start? Roy, Ward, Klein, Tompkins, Henderson.
He hasn't played yet. He hasn't played yet.
And he never will.
Waste of money. Holding. Who else?
Oh, we're in for Holding, apparently. I saw that come through. I was like, where the hell's that come from?
Crazy. Gyro and then Schlapp.
Who's left?
Roy.
Eze's left. And the other one. Elise, yeah.
Then bring up the youth. Why not?
That's a shopping list and a half, mate. And Parish is going to give you all a £3.50 to do all that.
Exactly that. We ain't signing anyone in January.
Jase, what about you? What the hell do West Ham need?
Listen, can we do Secret Santa or something? Can you take Danny Ings off of us? Please, someone take Danny Ings off of us. We'll give him to Antonio for free. I'll drop him there by myself. Danny Ings. He's the worst player ever. He's just terrible. He's absolutely terrible, Danny Ings. He needs to go from our club. Literally needs to get out of the club. Go to Forest. Let Forest buy him.
But I tell you what, we'd swap Chris Wood. We'd swap Chris Wood for him.
You know what
you wish for.
I think Chris Wood could work for us. Yeah, I think he could work for us at West Ham. To be honest,
I can make it happen.
He would. I think Chris Wood would work for you.
I gotta say, he does look finished. Ings, he looks finished, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Wood looks in the peak of his powers.
The best thing he's done all season is get his hair transplant, and that's it. That's the best thing that's happened to him. It's a good one, though. He needs to go. He needs to go.
You want Antonio still, Jase? Are you done with him?
I'm done with Antonio as well. He's injured now. He's out for about 3-4 months now. So
is he?
He's done as well. He's another. We need strikers, man. We need some strikers. We need a left back as well to cover Emerson. Cresswell's pretty much done now, to be honest, as well. So we need to push for some players, but I don't know. I think we'll be all right in January with money wise and stuff. I think we should be all right.
It looks like Man City have calmed down on Paqueta as well, doesn't it?
So it's calmed down with Paqueta as well. It looks like he's going to be staying for at least.
Or go in jail.
He's a cracking player. He is. Fucking cracking player.
It'll be interesting to see next summer about Kudos if some big money comes in for him next summer, maybe. Who knows?
What do you think? You'd sell him that early?
I don't think we would sell him, but I can see big money coming in for him from what I'm seeing from him already.
I think a lot of teams are looking at him and thinking, shit, why didn't we?
Why didn't
we? Not the top six.
Same thing with Sangare.
I think it will be Man United.
True.
You think?
Yeah, I can see him going to Man United.
Only if Ten Hag is still there, which we'll see. But it's funny, isn't it? Basically, the one player the one major Ajax player that worked under Ten Hag that you go, he would work well at Man United. The only one that they didn't get was Kudus, and who's on fire.
What did I tell you about Ten Hag?
Yeah, exactly.
I think
And
we all
United.
come to the conclusion that Ten Hag's a fraud, really, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
He's a
fraud.
fraud.
I think
Agreed.
He's
I've been
harsh,
saying
but
it
he's
for
certainly
ages,
not got
mate,
it. He's not got it in him to do this job.
No,
But then I don't think anyone has. Man United is an absolute shit show.
It's such a toxic. I think Man United is such a toxic place. Really toxic.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah,
straight
guys,
away,
we found common ground. We all hate Man U.
yeah.
It's taken us a year and a bit, but we found it. Jase, would you swap Moyes for Ten Hag?
You know what? I would.
How did you ask me that?
Don't
I
do
would.
I would.
I'll do it now.
Don't do it, guys.
I would. Get Moyes out, man. Get him out. Get that dinosaur out, man. Get him out. Get him out. I would.
All right, let me
You say
just
that now, Jase, but when he wins the Europa League for you, he'll be top
crying.
man again.
Messiah.
Yeah, Messiah.
Brandon, I know this is a little earlier. Thank you for the £2. Like the smile on Mike. Been depressed for ages. Yeah, it's good to see Mike smile at our expense, but whatever.
Since
And
he's had the
Warren,
minus 10 points, he's been smiling non-stop. This makes me sick.
To be honest, it's weird being in a room of people where Everton have beaten you all. It's just weird. It doesn't happen.
You're lucky.
You're
You're lucky
that in
Jamie the
every
Luton
stream
fan.
from now on, isn't he?
Do you know what's worse? Is a guarantee, apart from Bournemouth. But when you all come to Goodison Park and beat us,
Yeah.
I'll be like,
you all.
yeah.
All right, then look at Rich's face.
We're not beating you at Goodison.
we get to play Crystal Palace twice away from home this season. I'm so gassed. So gassed.
You should be.
And you better
Unless
away
we
from
have
home,
a
Mike, aren't
transfer window in January, but I don't see that happening either.
Oh.
Thank you so much for becoming a member, bud. All right, John, the resurging Bournemouth. What do they need? What do they need to get rid of?
I think we definitely need a reserve left back, third choice player, someone just to make sure that the numbers are there just in case. Because Lloyd Kelly's great, Kirkes is young and got a lot of talent, but sometimes you need something a bit more reliable. Kirkes is a bit happy-go-lucky at times. He had a good game most recently, but he's also cost us a few points as well. Definitely need a DM as well, a ball-winning DM, because obviously we lost Lerma to Palace, brought in Adams, and he's been injured the entire time. He won't be back till probably February. Lewis Cook has been absolutely amazing in that role, but he's still not a specialist in it. So I prefer to get someone that can actually be a reliable ball winner in that role to help shore up things. And then the only other one would be that I'd imagine you'll see Kiefer Moore probably go in January.
He's a prick.
So we need a striker in to replace him. But that's the three spots. We've got enough wingers for 5 teams, so we don't need any more wingers. And then we just got a few injuries in central midfield, but once they're back, we'll be looking good. When Alex Scott is back, he'll find it tough to get back in at the moment, to be fair, with Lewis Cook and Ryan Christie performing a good partnership. But he's a great young player to come through, and got enough at the back and in goal at the moment. So I'd say those 3 positions is sort of not vital, but if we were going to bring anyone in, it'd be in those 3 spots. I'd hope so anyway. I think we've lost Wolvie.
Okay. Well,
And why don't you tell us about what Forest need, Ant?
yeah, it's crashed. It's very simple. I'm very happy with our squad apart from our strike. Our strike. Yeah,
you can talk bad about him now he's gone.
Yeah, I'm very happy with our squad apart from the striking force. We need a new centre forward, not a new centre forward, but one that can back up Tyro. Because without Tyro, we're down to Chris Wood and Origi. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be down to Chris Wood and Origi. Nobody. So we need a new centre forward to come in when Tyro's away on AFCON and when he's injured and most of the season basically, and a winger. We need a winger because we've only got Callum Hudson-Odoi, who spends a little time on the treatment table, and Ante Alanga, who's playing really well actually. He's got loads of pace.
Okay.
Finishing. Yeah, his finishing needs tidying up, but that can perhaps be done with coaching. But it surprised me how good he is. The other thing I wanted to mention, which is completely off topic, is to my buddy Ez. Sorry, mate. he's a bit upset with me because earlier on I said the guy who I was sitting with, it says, so the guy I was sitting with, I just forgot, mate. Okay. So what about
I was
you,
just going to
Mike?
ask actually, who? Oh no, sorry, Mike. You haven't answered yet. I was just going to move on to something
Yeah, I
else.
was going to say, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, what do you
who
need?
do you think you need?
Can you afford anyone?
To be honest, I think I would just we could probably do with a centre half because Ben Godfrey I think is going to leave, and I think Michael. I'm all right, but I mean, thanks for offering. I mean, I'm all right. Michael Keane isn't good enough. Who was that one? John McKenna.
Scott McKenna.
Scott
He
McKenna
was our player
again.
of the season in the championship season.
Fortunate enough, even based on 10 points, we're still going to not be in the championship. So we're all right again on that front. I think we could do with. I think we need a number 10.
Morgan Gibbs-White.
I would snap him up in a heartbeat.
Will Hughes.
I would not snap him up in a heartbeat.
20 quid, it's a deal, mate. You can have him.
Honestly, I'd be fine for that. He's got a great relationship with James Garner as well. I was fortunate enough to be at the England under 23s just before they won the World Cup. There was a session with Lee Carsley, and I was really fortunate enough to be there and witness it. Met all the under 23s, and the three that did stand out to me were Branthwaite, obviously being Everton, James Garner again being Everton, but Morgan Gibbs-White, he really gave a good account of himself, really spoke well. So
the thing is,
Mike,
I'd be all over that. The thing is, we don't need a number 10. We play 4-3-3. We do not need a number 10. And so what we're doing is we're sticking Gibbs-White out on the right. Unfortunately, he can't cross and he can't take a free kick or a corner, so it's wasted. So if you could give us like 40 mil, you can have it.
I realise you're talking to an Everton fan here, and we don't really talk about money at the moment.
We do HP. Yeah, okay.
Based on the fact that where we are right now, and we're just trying to stay in the division, I actually probably would just leave it and get rid of some of the bigger earners on the. So we got like Andre Gomez, for example, on 130 grand a week. He can go. What? Yeah. And do you know what's worse? He's actually when he's in a team and he's got people running around him, he's a fantastic footballer. He just doesn't have that at Everton. He would fit perfect at Palace, because he'd have Elise and Eze just in front of him to give the ball to. It'd be beautiful, but it's not going to happen, is
it?
Yeah.
We know how you feel, Mike. We know how you feel, mate. Yeah. Are you back, Wolfie? Are you with us?
I'm back. Sorry, I crashed out. I'm back. I don't know where you guys got. Did you cover off Everton, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I was actually just going to ask, because it was something that Ant brought up. How screwed are us all when AFCON turns up? What?
We're fucked.
We're
looking at?
We're losing 4 players. We are.
Yeah, I can see a 4 and double it. 8.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We only lose
one.
Sangore, Taiwo.
We only lose one.
Seriously? Who are you losing?
Jordan.
Are you?
Oh, well.
You're gaining one then, really, not losing one.
Who are you missing, Jase? Yeah,
I wish
said
Kudus
is one of them.
To go instead.
Oh, yeah.
we're losing Kudus, Cornet, Aguerd, and who else are we losing? One more player, I can't remember. Oh, who is it?
Oh, Solanke, yeah.
Solanke.
Aurier.
That's a good shoot. Have a good one.
Still
How many are you losing, John?
We're losing Semenyo, Ouattara, who's not really playing at the moment for us. I think that's it.
Is that it?
I'm trying to think
Wait.
if there are any others, but I think it's just Hammer Traore, who the manager doesn't like. Oh, he's someone that could well go in January. Actually, looks like a good player, but he's just not getting any game time. Yeah, I think we're missing 3, only one of which is really getting any regular game time at the moment. So it's not a massive issue for us, really. I would say. And we've got 8 wingers we've got basically 8 wingers in the side, and we're losing 3 of them. So we'll be we should be okay.
Oh, we've only got 2 wingers in the whole squad, and they can't get a game. Well, Alanga can.
Well,
I
you're
mean,
playing,
you losing, like. Is it
I-
Nana?
No, Anana's Belgium. I think Ghana. Said he's not going.
Adrissagay and Abdoulaye Decore.
Yeah, but I think they've both said that they're not actually going to go.
Oh, really?
Why?
Bastard.
Why? Just because he doesn't want to. Decore come out and says that he thinks he owes it to Everton to play for Everton, so he's not going.
Weird.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah, and we're losing like half our
We're
squad.
losing. I've got the list. Aurier, Bolly, Sangare, Niakate, Kouyaté, Aina, and Awonyi.
There's another
Wow.
one. Say Kyoto.
Yeah,
There's 2
Kouyaté,
more.
I said, yeah.
There's
And they're
2
all
more.
playing for good sides as well, so the chances are they're going to progress. They're all playing for Ivory Coast, Senegal, or Nigeria.
Mm.
So
We're
yeah,
fucked.
you're done.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
West Ham, Agued, Benrahma,
Oh,
Benrahma,
Benrahma, yeah, that was it.
Kudos,
Ah,
and
yes.
Cornet.
Corner, yeah.
Yeah, but
Cornet's not
Cornet
getting
doesn't
any
get a
game time
game.
anyway, is he? Is Cornet playing at all?
No.
He's not playing.
No, he's not been playing, but squad in depth and that and all that. You need every single player, don't you? No matter what.
Didn't
But
he
you
have
know
some
these
weird
other clubs,
injury,
there
Jase?
ain't
Like
nobody-
rickets?
He's just always offside when he plays for us, Cornet. He's always just offside.
Hey, he did have a weird injury last season, didn't he? That kept him
Yeah, he
out for
did.
a
He had a
second
really
time.
weird injury. I can't remember what it was, but
Oh
Rickets.
my
I don't know. I
God.
don't even know what rickets is. Go. It sounded like a good word.
That's just Chris Wood. It's just he gets rickets whenever he's shooting on goal. Or he hits
That was
rickets.
bad.
I'm
It's bad when the Bournemouth fans taking the piss out of our striker. Right, we're going to end it on that
I've
note.
done that plenty of times in this show, mate.
Burnley. Villa losing 1 player, right? That's Bertrand Traore.
Yeah.
Chelsea are losing 1, Nicholas Jackson. Burnley are losing 1. I won't bother saying who it is. Palace, it's Jordan Ayew, Schlupp, and Decore. Yeah. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Everton 2. Garnagay and Decore. I've already said that, haven't I?
You been on the wine, then?
1. Eh?
You on the wine?
I think that's a yes. I think that's
Why?
a
I'm
yes.
slurring.
You kind of
A little
look
bit.
like you're slurring your words a little.
Sorry about that.
Mike, actually, I was just going to
Well,
ask
yeah,
Mike.
but I am,
It was
as it
mentioned.
happens.
It was mentioned
Liverpool,
Decore, 'cause I
Mohamed
remember
Salah.
watching- Oh, never
All right,
mind.
we don't care about
It's
the
not
rest of that. Go on, John.
It's not slurring. It's trying to pronounce African names. Man City, none.
wow.
John.
All right, and there's I was going to ask Mike because I watched a chunk of the Forest Everton game, and the one thing it sort of made me look like is as much as Decore is great, and believe me, we know that he scores good goals. He scored enough against Bournemouth. It does look like if you had someone that could put in a decent pass from that number 10 position, you might get quite a few more goals from, even if Beto is maybe not performing great. How many times you put the ball sort of into a nice channel for Decore and he just completely messed up the pass into
John, you're
Beto?
pushing his buttons.
That's because, right, so thank you. I'm so glad you mentioned this because I hear this every week how fantastic Decore is. He doesn't have a football brain, John. It's literally, I admire his work, right? I admire his finishing at times. But if he had the vision and the passing ability of a normal footballer, he would be fantastic. He would be
wouldn't be added.
fantastic. So for me, I'm so glad somebody else has spotted that. That's sensational. Thank you so much, John. Thank you.
Yeah, because your John loves him, doesn't he?
Yeah, John loves it. A lot of Everton fans love him, and I'm not saying he's a bad footballer at all. I'm not.
You are.
But if he had the vision, that I have, he would be unreal. He would be the next coming of Ronaldo, but instead, he's got the same vision as a goldfish in a bowl that swims like this.
So that's why you like MGW then, yeah?
That's why he's still at Everton.
And why he's still at Everton? And he's the highest paid player at the club.
Good. All right, we're over time, boys. Anyone need to add any one-liners or anything inspirational before I hit that end stream button?
Wait. We shall not be moved.
Hey, your guys after the game were brilliant after the game. And I sit in the Brian Clough stand, so we're like trapped there for ages afterwards. And people around me, you can imagine, football fans like, oh, fuck off, and I was going, oh, it's brilliant, well done, lads. You know,
I could cuddle Ant. I'd like to be adopted by Ant.
Well, he's old enough to be a daddy, mate. That's for sure.
Yeah, sure.
It's the fact you've just used the word Wolfie. You've just used the word daddy. What is that?
Yeah.
We're done. On that note, we are done.
That's between us two.
Final question. Final question.
The stream,
what are the odds that Cooper is still in charge come this time next week?
Oh, he'll pull a rabbit out of his anus.
0.
Rabbit out.
100.
He'll pull a rabbit out. He always does.
Somewhere in between those two.
All right, we're off. We'll see you on the next episode of Beat the Drop and tomorrow for the preview for Fulham and a Gore stream. Make sure you subscribe to all the boys' channels. Hit that like button. Come on, you Reds.
You Reds.